Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. So we're dipping into our fourth variety of things that I try on this channel today. Sort of. Actually, I think there's 5, 6 total. So this is number 4 in the line of things that I like to try different flavors of. So the story behind this one is when I decided to segregate out the channels and give product placement its own channel and move all the videos over there, re-edit, upload them, whatever. Another thing I did was I also updated all the thumbnails. So if you followed my original channel, you'd see that my thumbnails changed slightly over the years. But now that I'm segregating everything into its own channel, I figure why not have one uniformity across all the thumbnails, at least until I decide to change the look of it again, which probably won't be for a while. I like the thumbnail the way it is. So I went back and re-edited all the old thumbnails to where they matched the new thumbnails, which meant I had to look for the product images again because I don't have any of the original images I used for the original thumbnails. So one of the items that I did was Pringles food truck flavors, which I think was like chicken kickin' sandwich or something like that, and like bacon cheeseburger something. I don't remember. I'll put a picture of them here, and if I can remember how to do the cards things, there might be a little card that pops up that says click here to see that video. But if not, whatever. So anyway, I was looking for the picture of the 2 food truck flavors that I did and found out that there were also some new food truck flavors, or sort of. A couple of them I ended up missing. I don't remember what the flavors were. If I find them again, I'll put an image up here, but probably not. Then I saw an image for today's item, which in case you couldn't guess was a new Pringles flavor. I believe the image that I saw, there was actually 2 different versions that were basically the same thing, but slightly different, but I don't really remember. But I was at the store the other day shopping, kind of completely forgot about these new Pringle flavors until I walked through the store and I was like, oh, hey, that's that new Pringles flavor that I saw a while ago when I was editing the old videos. So they only had this one. They didn't have the other one, whatever flavor it was. But today's new flavor is Pringles Mexican Street Corn. So hopefully you can see the image there. The green text on a yellow container doesn't really work that well, but you can kind of see the image there of what Mexican street corn normally looks like. It's basically corn on the cob, but they cover with a bunch of stuff, and that's what makes it good. The other one that I remember seeing with this one, I believe it was also Mexican street corn, but a different variety of Mexican street corn. I believe it was in a white can, if I remember right. So again, if I'm right, that image will appear here now, and maybe a description of text or whatever saying exactly what the flavor is or what it's supposed to taste like. But these ones are Mexican street corn, natural and artificial flavored, but doesn't say anything else other than that. Half the stuff is in English, half of it's in Spanish. Like if you ever want to know how to say potato chips in Spanish, it's right there on the can. But yeah, so I only got this one today. If I find the other one, I will do it as a follow-up video. But for today, we're just going to do this. So let's pop this open before I run out of space on this phone again, because I don't know what's going on with it. But it cut me off in the middle of the last video, so we're going to hopefully get through the last of the ones I got to do today. And if not, then I'll have to figure out a different way to record. So here we have our open Pringles. And take one out, give it the old smell test. Smells almost like a barbecue potato chip, like a barbecue Pringles, or the, I don't know if it's regular barbecue or the Memphis barbecue. I want to say it's the regular old-fashioned barbecue. There's a hint of something else there too, but I can't quite tell what it is. The image here does show a lime on it, so it might be just a hint of lime. And on the actual corn itself, there's that white stuff there, which I'm not sure exactly what that is. It could be a sour cream. I need to actually look up what goes onto Mexican street corn, because I've never had one. I've had corn on the cob, but never Mexican street corn. People tell me it's good. If I ever seen a Mexican street corn, like food truck or something, I'll probably try it at least once, you know. But anyway, let's take a bite of this and see what we think. I'm guessing based on the fact I smell barbecue and it has like what looks like sour cream and lime, I'm guessing this is going to be a multi-flavored type of chip, like, oh, what was it, the all-dressed or something? The Canadian all-dressed flavor that's like a mix of everything, like sour cream and onion, barbecue, and so on and so forth. And it probably does have at least a hint of lime in it. So let's try it out, see what we think. I do still have some flavor of Oreo in my mouth, so hopefully that chocolate doesn't obscure, this flavor. I tried to wash my mouth out with some nice cold water, but still got a little residual, so hopefully this doesn't just taste like weird chocolate. All right, cheers. So many flavors. I don't know what to say about that. Holy crap. So when I set it on my tongue, like all the flavors just hit my palate at the same time. It was like, boom, explosion of flavors. Definitely some barbecue, possibly some sour cream, maybe chive, sour cream and chive, sour cream and onion type of thing. I don't know if there's cheddar in that, like the cheddar cheese Pringles, but definitely heavy taste of corn. If I had to guess, I'd say these were actually made with corn versus the normal potato chips that they use. These are probably closer to corn chips. Only reason I say that is because they have a denser texture to them as well. They have the same normal thickness as a Pringle, but it tastes denser. Like some stores sell the generic version of Pringles. They're still in like that can. I'm trying to think of the name of one. I want to say Stax, but I think Stax is actually a Pringles brand. Maybe it's not. Maybe Stax is what I'm thinking of. But it's like the same type of chip, but it's just like the generic ones are just denser and have like a offer flavor to them. I think I got a Kroger brand one time because it was on sale versus the Pringles, and they were just like really dense and the flavor was just kind of nasty on them. These have that same denseness, and it has a heavy flavor of corn, like you're just eating corn off the cob, or it's like a can of corn or whatever. You know, it's just, you taste corn. There is a very faint hint of lime in it as well. It's not overpowering. It's just kind of a there in the background, like, oh, there is a hint of lime. Was it good? Maybe. If you like the taste of corn and every other flavor all at once, then yes. For me, I'm gonna say no. Again, if I'm going into it thinking, okay, I'm gonna go to this food truck and buy an ear of corn, you know, corn on the cob, whatever, that has all these toppings on it, I know what to expect from that, right? So you're gonna take a bite, you're gonna taste corn, you're gonna be chewing up the kernels, and you're like, oh, here's all these toppings and flavors and everything to make it taste better. In a chip format, it's just weird. I don't know how to say it. Like, there's definitely a bit of heat to it, like maybe like a light dusting of chili powder or something as well, or like the what are the zesty chili Pringles that I did before? Thai chili, maybe. So it's definitely got like a faint hint of that too, because I feel a bit of that tingle in my mouth. Definitely a heavy barbecue flavor for some reason. Maybe that's the closest they could get to the I'm not sure exactly what red powder they put on there. It's probably like a chili powder or a paprika or something like that. I'm gonna guess probably close to a chili powder, because Hispanics do like spicier foods, and they do tend to use dried chilies in a lot of their recipes. And I'm not saying that as a racist thing. I've lived with Hispanic families. I've had Hispanic girlfriends. I have friends who are Hispanic. And anytime I've ever ate with them, there's usually some type of a pepper or something going into it. And they just like semi-spicy food. It's not like crazy spicy like a curry or something like that, but it's got some zip to it. It's got some jalapenos. You know, it's got some other, you know, chilies or some dried peppers or whatever. There's always some type of spice or heat. Heat is probably the better thing. There's always some type of heat to Hispanic cooking. So yeah, I would guess it's probably something along the lines of a chili powder. But as far as what Pringles used, I think they used some of their barbecue seasoning, or maybe it was the Thai chili seasoning or one of the other spicy flavors. I don't know. There's a little bit of something to it, which makes sense, is what I was trying to get at. It makes sense for this chip to have a little bit of a spice to it. Would I buy these again? Probably not. If I can find the other one that I think was also street corn, I think it was a slightly different flavor of street corn, but it was still street corn. It might just be like corn on the cob with like butter or sour cream or something. So those ones might be a little bit more tolerable. If I can find those, I might try them. but maybe not, because it is still gonna be that heavy corn flavor, and that's the point I was trying to get to. Like, if I'm eating a corn on the cob and I take a bite of it, I know I'm gonna be getting a mouthful of corn. Not exactly looking for that in a potato chip. When I bite into these, I'm thinking I'm gonna have Pringles with whatever flavor. And when I bite into what I expect to be a potato chip and taste corn, it's just kind of off-putting. And like I said, the denser texture of it, again, a texture thing with me, it just feels off. But yeah, if you like Mexican street corn, maybe check them out. Maybe they'll be your thing. Like I said, I enjoy corn on the cob. I actually had some a couple days ago with my steak dinner. I don't usually put a ton of toppings on it, so I can't really compare that. But like I said, I enjoy corn on the cob, but don't want my Pringles to necessarily taste like that. So, would I recommend these? Like I said, if you like Mexican street corn, give them a try. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll have an issue with the texture like I do. But overall, I think I'm going to pass on these ones. Like I said, if I find the other flavor, I will try them, maybe. But if not, then at least I've tried these, and you have my opinion on them. So that's going to be it for this episode. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links in the description. Click the bell. Make sure you get notifications every time I post new content. Until next time, cheers.